This is going to be my final presentation for the Eureka program. So just a brief introduction about myself. I am 17 years old. I'm from Taiwan, and I go to school in Holderness School in New Hampshire, and I'm a rising junior. My hobbies include basketball, playing paintball with my friends, and playing the clarinet. So the research topic that I chose was the effect of emotions on risk taking. So I chose this because I think the topic is really relevant to us because we make a lot of decisions every day, and a lot of these decisions involve risk. And although most of them are minimal, but there's still risk, and we have to make we have to take a lot of risk every day. And another and so and then I look into factors that could affect this behavior, this risk taking behavior, and um, I found emotions to be one of them, and I thought combining these two would make a good research topic. So during this process, my instructor, Dr. Goldman, helped me by providing relevant reading materials on similar topic, and these papers I say help me with to like the examples, the theories in these papers help me set up my own thesis, like my own idea of what I want to include in my own paper. So here's my research journey. For my data collection, I used Prolific to help me recruit participants for my survey, and I created the survey on Google Forms, and I distributed it using Prolific because it would almost be impossible for me to find 150 participants to complete my survey in real life. And Prolific helped me to get participants to do my survey so I can have data. And then after I get all my results, they will be recorded in Google Forms, and then I can convert those data into Google Sheet, where I can do calculations and organize those data easily. So during my research process, Google Scholar really helped a lot because most of the results you see on Google Scholar are they're all reliable sources, and you could, if you find something that interests you or you think are helpful, then you can 100% use it because almost 100% use it because they're mostly reliable. And another good thing is that it allows, once you see an interesting paper or article and you want to learn more about it, you can use a feature on Google Scholar that allows you to look at other similar articles. And Google Scholar also gives you can give you easily give you citations for you to copy and paste into your own paper quickly for the reference section. And during this process, my professor also suggested to me some authors that I could refer to for my topic. So for example, I talked about complexity aversion, which is the tendency to avoid complex situations. And my professor gave me an author that had written papers on this topic, and I cited those, and I did cite those papers in my own research to help me support my argument. And then another thing I did is to write down research ideas and outline, take notes, and write down other possible sources in a separate document. So let me show you what that looks like. I actually have it open. So this is the document that I used to write those things. So on the first page are these are notes that I took for the papers that my professor gave me during the brainstorming process, where we are thinking about what our topic should be. So these are the notes that I took, and we like basically just through this reading these paper, we like learn about the topic more, so we have a better understanding, and it helps us um, like kind of formulate like like a thesis, or like an idea that we might want to like expound on later when we're actually doing the research through this background knowledge. And then here's the outline that I wrote for the experiment. So like I basically wrote down everything that I might include in the research, including like how each section of the survey should be written and set up. So as you can see here, I have the instructions and things here. And then over here I have the possible sources that I could refer to. So I found some possible sources on this topic and to refer to. And I think because like there are a lot of studies out there that have different theories on how emotions specifically affect risk taking um, behavior. So for example, this first paper right here says that people that are happy and sad are both likely to avoid risk, while the second paper says that all emotions, like including the neutral section condition, which the first paper says does not lead to risk aversion. So, but the second paper says that all emotion states, including the neutral state, will lead to less risk aversion, which is like they they will be more willing to take risk. So yeah, so like I could use these papers in for example, my introduction section when I'm introducing a topic. So I can say like, which is what I did. So like, there are these paper studies out there that suggest this, but in my study I found something different, something like that. And then here are the notes that I took for during the meeting. So like these are basically the comments that my professor left, and like some for adding to, like for some editing ideas for my paper. So like I just basically like wrote them down in case I forget, and these kind of really helped me when I was writing the paper. So like they kind of guide me during when I'm writing these like sections, and they help me have the like sense of what I want to include. So one of the main challenge I faced during this research is that I was also in a camp, in an SAT camp, um, when I wrote the majority of the paper. So that camp took the most of my day, and it only left me with a very limited time every day to work on this research paper, and which made me had to like stay up late every night to like finish the work for both the camp and my research, which was yeah, it was a lot of work. But I wanted to like have a I don't know, like have a better sleeping schedule, and I also don't want to stay up late that stay up late that much, because that's gonna like affect my even if I'm that's gonna like affect my work efficiency. So like I decided to like so this is my solution. So I decided to like work a lot harder during the day so I can give myself extra time at night to like make sure that the the work I put into the research is so I can have more time to work on the research paper. And yeah, it turns out to be a good solution. Although that I had to like work a lot harder than other people during the day, but I think it's worth it at the end. So I say the biggest takeaway would be from this experience would be learning how to write a complete research paper and like an idea of what do you want to write in each section. So for example, I learned that you should only like include calculations and your data in the results section, and you should not talk about them until you get to the discussion section, where you could um, tell the readers your inferences, what inferences, and then your what the conclusions that you come up with the data you got. And then I say another thing I learned is the importance of reading the abstract when you're doing research, because only reading the abstract when you want to learn about what an article is talking about can save you a lot of time. Than if you just go straight into the article and look for specific stuff. And my future plans for so my future plans, um, I can use the skills I learned from this experience to work on another research project that I am probably gonna do in the future on my own, and it's gonna these experiences are gonna help make my life a lot easier when I'm doing that project, when I'm writing the paper, the research, and because I will have a lot clearer understanding of what I am expected to do in each section, like how I'm gonna calculate a section, how I'm gonna like compile the data and stuff, and how I'm gonna like interpret the data. And I can also apply these skills in school, even though we don't do a lot of these papers in my school, as far as ninth grade and 10th grade go. But yeah, but I can still apply these research and writing skills I acquired from this experience and other work, like just a small research project or some lab report in science class. And yeah, that's all I have. Thank you.